Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. Well, it's early evening. Good evening, everybody. Today we have another Just Learn It episode. It's where we're talking about how to do chat support. Well, you're here, so I hope you're interested in this topic. Well, about chat support, have any of you guys experienced doing chat support, or are you interested in getting into this field called chat support? All right. If you are, let me know in the comments. Also, hit the like button on this if you are interested in this. And if you have any friends, family and friends who would benefit from working from home, especially those who are single moms, those who are working in call centers, those who are stay-at-home moms, or pretty much anybody, OFWs even, hit the share button and share this with them. Okay. What is chat support? Well, with chat support, what you're doing is, have you guys noticed on certain websites, when you go on a website, this is a website, boom, 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 there are pictures and there's some text over here. And then on a lot of websites nowadays, you see this chat button here. There's a chat button. And if you click on it, or even if you don't click on it, you see that there's a conversation which you can start. Have you guys noticed that? That it's very common on websites nowadays. And we even have it on our website. So if you want to check it out, head over to wfhr.io and you will see on the bottom right, there is a chat window. One of our staff members is manning that chat. So if you have any questions, they're there to help you out. And that's an actual person who is there doing what we call chat support. And usually when you're doing chat support, you're doing things like customer service. Okay, you're doing tech support, technical support, like people having trouble logging into their accounts, to their website. You're doing things like what else? You're doing like sales support. You're trying to sell a product or service to somebody who's visiting the website. Have you guys noticed this? This is what you're doing as chat support. So if you become somebody who does chat support, you're the guy who replies. You're the guy that visitors on the website have conversations with. When you're doing chat support, what you have is, you usually have a Word doc or any other kind of document. And it has all the text and so on. And you have a tool over here for your chatting. And what you usually do is you're doing copy and paste work, really. What happens here normally is that on the Word document, you have the most common questions like, I forgot my password, or how do I do this? Or is this product available for so on and so forth. So there are these very common questions. And if you've been in a BPO, if you've worked in a call center or in any BPO, you're pretty familiar that the questions that people ask when they call in are usually the same thing over and over again. It's the same thing when you're doing chat support. The people visiting the website, they usually ask the same questions over and over again. And there are some template responses. What happens a lot of the times with chat support is the comments are copied and pasted. So if somebody has a question, your job is to copy and paste your response to somebody's question, right? So what you're doing is, you're responding templated responses most of the time. That's what you're doing when you're doing chat support. And you may have seen, or you may have heard, like when you're calling. I remember I had called like Cebu Pacific or BDO or call US companies, and they always say something like, "Oh, how can I help you today?" And it's the same thing with chat. The first thing that pops up is, "Can I help you with something?" And then before you end the conversation, it's always like, is there anything else I can help you with, right? That's what always happens when you're answering phones, or even when you're doing chat support, when you're copying and pasting these messages. It says before you end the conversation, you have to say, is there anything else I can help you with? And paste it into your window and hit enter. So a lot of times the job sounds very easy, right? Sounds very easy because most of your responses are templated, except in special cases. Okay, so let's ask the question, if it was so easy, why do companies hire? Why do companies hire for this? Well, personally, as a consumer, when I visit a company's website and I have a question about their product or service, like for a credit card or something. I don't want to read through their help articles, right? We all do that. We read through help articles, their knowledge base, and we have to click to different pages. I prefer to just chat with somebody. It's much easier if you have somebody to chat with who can answer all your questions. And like me as a consumer, I prefer doing that rather than calling somebody over the phone. Like in this day and age, it's very easy to do like chat support. Even some companies have Facebook chat support, right? It's easier to do chat support than to pick up the phone and call, like unlike before. Companies are going to hire people to do this because, well, usually even small businesses, even if you notice, even WFHR, I'm not the one personally answering the chat inquiries simply because it's very time consuming. It's very time consuming. So business owners don't have the time to answer these inquiries. They don't have the time to answer these questions. And it's very simple and easy to find somebody who can handle chat support. So especially in the Philippines, right? Why is it easy in the Philippines? Because we Filipinos, well, we're known for being very friendly, right? We're known for being great with support, but a lot of us also have call center experience. So if you have BPO call center experience, and you have an advantage in applying for these chat support jobs. But if you don't worry, you can still get these kinds of jobs. But companies do hire it, and especially nowadays. Nowadays people prefer to chat rather than to call, right? People prefer to type on a keyboard rather than to pick up the phone. And that's going to change more and more as time goes on. More and more people they just want to text, right? A lot of times we don't like calling. We just want to text people. If you still like calling, then maybe you're in the older generation, but that's okay. But yeah, a lot of us like typing now. And nowadays, it's becoming more and more important that companies provide chat support rather than phone support. I don't know about you. Let me know in the comments. Do you like calling or do you like chatting? Let me know. Let me know which you prefer, because I know different people prefer different things. So I'm just curious what you guys like doing. Okay, so if you want to do chat support, if you want to get into chat support, what kind of skills are required? This is a common question. What skills do you need if you're going to go into chat support? Well, very important skill, I guess you can all guess this, is customer service, right? Customer service, customer support. Being friendly, right? You know how it is when people, like when SM hires, pleasing personality. That also, I'll write that here, pleasing personality. But one thing special about chat support is you should kind of have fast typing. If you don't have fast typing, then you can practice. But yeah, with chat support, it's very unique compared to other kinds of support because you need to be able to type fast and also copy and paste fast. Another skill that's good to have if you're doing chat support is multitasking. So multitasking is important as well because a lot of times you're dealing with multiple people. You're chatting with 4 different people at the same time. If you're doing chat support, you're not just chatting with one person. Okay. Let's see. What tools do you need? What tools do you need in order to do chat support? Well, honestly, you don't need complicated software. You don't need complicated hardware either. Chat support can be done as long as you have a keyboard, a mouse, and you can copy paste. Basically, you can't do it. I mean, you can do it on your cell phone, but it takes very long, right? So you can chat on your cell phone, but you can't, if you want to do this from home, if you want to do this as a freelancer and get paid for this, then you have to have a computer. You have to be able to copy and paste. You have to type quickly, which you can't do on your tiny little cell phone. So you don't really need specific tools or specific hardware, but you have to have a computer that can access the internet, really. That is it. But my recommendation is to practice like the skills we talked about earlier, to practice your typing skills and to practice your English skills as well. Your typing skills and your English skills will be very important, especially grammar and spelling. Because unlike on the phone, you don't need to know how to spell when you're answering the phone. I used to work in the call center. I answered the phone, answered calls, and I didn't need to know how to spell. But when you're chatting, you need to know how to spell properly. You need to know the correct grammar. All right. Okay, so tools, you just need a computer with internet and basic internet. All right, so what are some reasons? And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll answer them at the end of this discussion. But yeah, okay. So why should you do it? What are some reasons why you should do chat support? Well, it's easy. It really is easy compared to a lot of work from home jobs or a lot of freelance jobs. Because as long as you have the basic skills for it, and a lot of Filipinos do have the basic skills. A lot of us are very good in English. A lot of us have pleasing personalities, friendly. A lot of us are good with computers, or we know how to type. You don't need to be good at computers, but you need to know how to type. So this is easy for a lot of us. But if we look at why should you not do this? Well, because it's easy, it can get kind of boring. It can get kind of boring if you get bored, with repeating the same things over and over again. For a lot of people, it can get boring. It's not a very creative job, right? But you can start with doing chat support and learn other things later on. Another reason why I not really recommend this for the long term, the pay isn't that high. The pay isn't that high. You can't really get rich, doing chat support. But if you're happy, chat support, and Jay has a question, what's the fair hourly rate for chat support? Most of the time, people earn between $3 and $5. If you're lucky, you can go all the way up to $10. But I know there are some people who earn more than this, and they're doing very well. I know somebody who earns $15 an hour doing chat support, and he's doing very well. But most people, they're around the $3 to $5 hour range. And that's okay for a lot of people. But for some people, you'd want to be able to earn more. So that's one of the reasons why you can start it. But eventually, as you gain more experience, as you start working from home for maybe 6 months, you may want to look in other areas as well. But there's an exception, though. There's always an exception to the rule. If you can do sales, because there is chat support with sales. Somebody goes on a company's website, and then what you do is you chat with them, and what you do is you sell them a product. So if you're good at sales, if you're good at selling products to those that visit the website, then you can earn more. That's when you can earn a lot of money. If you include sales with the chat support, but sales is another skill. It's not required with most chat support jobs. It can be a separate skill on its own. And chat support is done a lot with virtual assistants. If you're watching this right now and don't really know about working from home and you don't know where to start, we do have a free course. We have what we call a free vacourse.com. Okay, this is where you can start learning about things like chat support jobs and data entry jobs and all these other things. But freevacourse.com will teach you the basics on how to start working from home as a beginner. All right, let's go through the questions here. Once again, did you find this valuable? Did you learn something today? If you did learn at least one little thing today, I do want to ask you one small favor, which is hit the share button. Share this with your family and friends who can learn more about working from home so that they can have a better future as well. So hit that share button, and if you learned at least even just one thing, that's all I ask from you. Just hit that share button. Efren Leo, what legit websites do provide chat support jobs aside from the common platforms like Upwork? Well, Efren, I'm not familiar with websites specific for chat support jobs. If any of you watching right now know about any websites that are specific for chat support jobs, let me know. But the popular platforms, I have seen chat support jobs on, and I know a couple of people who get chat support jobs on websites like Upwork.com. I'm just going to write this down for anyone that wants it. Onlinejobs.ph, freelancer.com. These are the big ones. So you can look in the major platforms and see them there. But if there are others, please let me know as well. Oh yeah, Ina has a question. Is it okay for a chat support job to start at $75 a week? I am a newbie, just got an offer today. So Ina, how many hours a day is your chat support job? And how busy is the chat support job? Because, okay, so you got a chat support job. I'm just gonna write this here. Chat support job for $75 per week. If this is full-time, then you're only earning, what's this, 150, 300 per month. Okay, 300 per month. You're a newbie, earning 300 per month. That's something like 15,000 pesos, right? A month. I'd say if it's full-time, it's okay. It's it's your first work from home job or your first freelance job. That's okay, especially if it's not very busy. 10 p.m. to 7. Okay, so that's full shift. You can, if it's not busy, what I know, a lot of chat support people, they really like the job because they barely get any inquiries. They're just sitting in front of the computer, eating. They're looking for other jobs on Upwork, or they're watching TV, because for some companies, they barely get any inquiries. So 300 per month, I say that's okay. If you're starting out, eventually you would want to earn more than this. But yeah, it's okay for now, I'm saying. So yeah, go for it. Congratulations on getting that new offer, by the way. I hope you can grow in your freelance career with that. Diane has a question. May part-time po ba sa chat support? Yes, there are part-time jobs for chat support. Just like any other job, there are part-time, like 4 hours. Like Ina's is a full-time. That's 8-hour shift. If you include like lunch, 9 hours, but not 8 to 9 hour shift. There are like 4-hour shifts for chat support as well. And with chat support, depending on the company, they have some hours they want people to be on the chat support, and some hours where nobody's on the chat support. Just like us on WFHR, if you log in at like 10 at night, then nobody's going to reply to you because we're all doing something else. 10 o'clock at night's too late. But if you log in at like 1 in the afternoon, then you can find people who will reply to you. So yeah, there are part-time, depending on the company, what hours they need staffed. Grace, good question. Can't Chatbot? So we have Chatbot versus chat support. That's a very good question here. So can't a chatbot replace chat support? The chatbot with a chatbot, usually a chatbot is automatic. It's a bot. And with a bot, what you do is let's say there's a question that the chatbot will just say, how can I help you? And then they have things that you can click. I need help with my password. I need help buying this product. I need help, so on and so forth. So the chatbot is an automated version. But personally, I don't like chatting with chatbots because you want to explain your concern to a person who's going to listen to you. You don't want an automated robotic response. And it's the same thing with phone calls. This was a debate a few years ago where the automated systems for phone calls, a lot of companies use them. There was a concern that they would replace call center jobs. But if companies want to keep their customers, a lot of customers will leave. They'd stop doing business with companies because of the kind of support that they get. Support is very important, especially when we're talking about companies in the United States. The Philippines, we're getting there where support's becoming more important. But the experience of dealing with a chatbot versus dealing with somebody, an actual human being with chat support, is very different. And if you're a company that values customer experience, then you're going to choose chat support versus a chatbot. Ultimately, my answer is no. You can't really replace that interaction that you have with somebody. JP, chatbots give general answers. There we go. Thank you. Versus people who provide personalized responses. Yeah. I don't think they'll fully replace. Maybe to a certain degree, to a certain percentage, but they will never fully replace chat support. Just like the automated systems will never fully replace the call center jobs. Once again, guys, if you learned anything, even just one small thing from this session, please share this, hit that share button, and I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching. Bye.